Wow, is that a worm or are you just excited to see these charts? Guys, welcome back to Tyler's Charting Academy, where we put the art in chart, the dirt in dirty, and the squirt in squirty. Ladies and worms, let's get the charting. Wow, is Bitcoin's leading indicator forming some sort of very interesting inverse head and shoulders pattern on this smaller time frame? And if it were, what would that mean for the breakout target for not only these altcoins such as Litecoin, but for Bitcoin as well? Bitcoin for the second time this week coming down to touch this key area. Will we get a mega bounce like we did back on February 19th? What does this mean? This pullback continues. What are the targets? And when can we expect this pullback to initiate a mega moon bounce? As you can see on this chart from yesterday, this is clearly obeying this line as well, getting a bounce, continuing on this downtrend. What this pattern looks to be forming is a descending channel, similar to the channel that we just recently broke out of after forming that inverse head and shoulders for about 7 months. Okay, similar, smaller, much smaller time frame here. But again, these patterns do tend to break up. And can we expect a move back to the top of this channel over the next few days, revisiting 98, 9,700, and even potentially 10K again, guys? We have to take a look at this as well. And another key thing that just happened today, after all this momentum downwards with Bitcoin from 96 to 9,200 US dollars over the last 24 hours, we have a small bounce off of the 50-day moving average. This is absolutely key for Bitcoin and the market. Can everything maintain? What is next for these charts? What is going on? And specifically on these smaller time frames, what is there to see? So guys, buckle up, grab somebody you love, and tell them this is all a meaningless simulation. Guys, let's get into the video. Wow, what is going on, my Rudy Toot Tootin' friends? Guys, welcome back to this very exciting episode of Bitcoin. Wow, urgent, crazy stuff going on in the market. Okay, we're coming down to these key levels, okay? As we talked about in yesterday's video, we have some key things to look at in this descending channel. This has been hit and hit and hit over the past few days, okay? Just bouncing up and down throughout this channel, guys. Absolutely crucial. We have to take a look at that. And as well, my boy Chris over on Twitter. Yo, Tyler, this LTC being pretty consistent leading indicator. What are your thoughts on this potential inverse head and shoulders, guys? So we have to take a look at this, okay? I did take a look at it, and it does look very interesting. Litecoin has been very nice at predicting Bitcoin's moves about a 24-hour time period after Litecoin does that. So we have to get that into that as well. And guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to enter for these ledger giveaways. All you have to do is leave a comment below, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn on those ding ding bell ring notifications, and jump right on in to this Rudy Toot Tootin' good time, guys. Let's do this. So guys, I want to start off here on this Litecoin pattern, okay? So this actually began potentially forming about 10 days ago. On the 4-hour chart, you can see it very clearly. Okay, we have a move here down to this about $69 level, absolutely huge for so many reasons, even outside of crypto. And then we bounce all the way up to this potential neckline here of about the $80 mark, okay? Bounce immediately back down there. Okay, we form potentially a head here about 66 US dollars, bounce right back up to that $80 mark again, get rejected, and then as of right now, we're basically right back down to that $70 mark. And again, right here, we also have the 200 moving average here on the 4-hour, and that seems to be providing some support. So if we could get a move, not only on this chart, but as well on this one, you know, if we're supposed to see a bounce here like this pattern has been replicating, maybe we'll get a bounce up to here, up to like the 97. And again, that would look perfectly here. So we would look for Litecoin first to make a move to see if that makes a retest back to 80. And if that does, test the neckline. Okay, we break through it, we might come back and retest it. And boom, guys, we could see an absolute breakout here, potentially up to that $100 mark maximum out of this pattern. So that would be huge, and we would see a repeat here as well. Now, this is a descending channel potentially right here, right? So if we did see something like that, similar situation here for Bitcoin, if we retest the top, break out of it, come back down to the 96 or so and find support, boom, guys, then we could finally, once and for all, break this key area here, okay? Break the 10.5 and really just moonshot past there, guys. That would be huge. So that is an extremely awesome opportunity that we got to be watching for. Okay, a lot of people are bearish right now, which again, we like to be a little contrarian, and we could see a move here because again, a lot of people are expecting, there are a lot of patterns that people are expecting with this, a lot of possibilities with this chart. And as well, plays in perfectly with this cup and handle pattern, guys. We're seeing some very critical support being tested right now. Not only is this the very top of this key area right here, but we also have one key moving average coming right there to meet it. Okay, right now we have the 50 moving average literally right here, meeting this here, guys. So this is very key. If we can get a bounce here, and even if we can get a test back to that 10.4, again, like we just showed on the other pattern, this would be exactly what we're looking for. Bounce out of that. And then guys, this is a 5-month pattern here. So prepare for this. Get everything nice and tight for this, for what I'm about to say, because this is going to be potentially a splash zone announcement. Okay, we get a breakout here, and a breakout out of this would be absolutely massive. We can actually do a little bit of a measured move from the top of this, okay? We can actually, let me zoom out, and you guys can get a better picture of this, down to the bottom of this. We transpose that over to here. At least, this could bring us above to our all-time highs of 2019 to that 14, and guys, that could be off to the races. This could be one of the final moves. Okay, now this is speculation. This is just what the chart is showing us, and it's the ultimate mega bullish mode here. But this could be realistic. This is extremely realistic, and this could be a huge possibility. 14.5 absolutely catapult us not only back above this previous high, but then this one as well. And that would just absolutely put us back into moon boy territory. Everybody would be running around with their shirts off. Everyone would be chugging juice like you've never seen people chug juice before. It would be absolutely insane. So that's absolutely awesome to watch on the chart. Definitely make sure to check that out, okay? So we have that potential inverse head and shoulders, which plays perfectly into this potential break here. If we do get a bounce here, okay, remember, this could take a few days. We could stall out in the middle like we see multiple times within this pattern. Okay, this can take a few days here. We even had another test at the top here, down here, up to the top. We had a few tests. So again, I actually could see this happening where we come back down, again, test this over the next day or two, and then have a shot back up to the top there. So this could take a few days to play out. We really need to see the momentum pick back up. Okay, it's very, you can see here, it looks like this has a little bit more time that it wants to play out. So again, I don't expect this over the next day. We need a few more days for this to play out. But again, very bullish pattern to watch here. And guys, let's take a look at this. So yesterday, over the past 24 hours, we've actually broken out of this key support zone, and we've come down and actually touched our tippy toes right into this area right here, which we've had this line on here for weeks. You can go back and watch the videos. This was key. The reason we had this on is because of this pattern here, which was back in like the very beginning of the month of February, the very end of January as well. So that is absolutely crucial. We have to watch that. But right now we bounced there and we're in these crucial support zones as well. So as for right now, I mean, this is the 1 hour chart. So again, I don't put a lot of stock into this. I much prefer looking at this 4 hour or in fact the daily. Very much more interesting, I think. And as well, looking at Litecoin's pattern forming here. Okay, a nice pattern could be forming here over the next few days. And again, we have to watch and see. This is what I'm going to be watching for first. I'm going to be watching for Litecoin here to make a move. And if Litecoin does make a move, guys, you know that I'm going to be expecting Bitcoin to have another test right to the top of this descending channel. Okay, so we have to watch for that. But as far as this pattern, there's no clear pattern on the 1 hour chart necessarily here, other than you guys see what it's been doing over the past few weeks. Okay, and this again, we have to decide what's going to happen here. I really don't think we're going to come down to the 77 again. Okay, that would be much more bearish. But again, that's like basically, I guess like the absolute lowest we could ever even wick down to consider this pattern still healthy. But I would not like to see that. I personally would not like to see that. 82 is the lowest I think we could go right about here and still remain healthy. Other than that, you know, we have to keep a watch out. Now let's look at this. On the daily chart here for long-term on Bitstamp, look at this. Again, the 50-day moving average providing some support right here, a little bit of a bounce zone. Now what I want to see over the next few days, if we remain healthy, is at least trade within this area, not go much below it. Don't necessarily have to go above it, but I would love to see us bounce back into this and find some support right around the 95. Again, guys, absolutely crucial. That would put us back basically right around this area as well. If we bounce to the 95, we'd be testing like the top of this, get above some of these moving averages on the 4 hour chart. And if we switch to here, the 95 as well, that would just be looking good, and it would put us closer to this 21-day moving average that we want to get back above. Okay, because we, for the first time since this uptrend, we've actually broken out of it substantially and have been staying out of it for a few days now. Okay, so we have to watch that. And as well, not only are we meeting right at this 50-day moving average right here, but we also have this prior line of support right around this 92. Now the 92 we've been talking about for weeks. Currently it's still holding a support. Now this could, you know, for the mega bullish scenarios, number one, this could be the most bullish if we hold here. Again, we're expecting that we could easily come back down to this $8,800 level, down to this 200 moving average for a few different reasons. But if we can maintain here, that could be extremely bullish for right now. But again, we tend to think this pattern could take some more time to play out. But 92, if we can actually even pull back for another few days, if we did something like this, okay, this would be our picture perfect scenario. Maybe something like this, okay, like this, and then back up to test this. So we could even just trade at the bottom here for a little bit longer, but we would love to see a bounce out of this and actually break out of this potential bull flag / descending channel. That would be absolutely crucial and healthy for the market. And looking at this chart here, you can clearly see this level is key for months and months right here, you guys, where we're testing right now. The bottom of this descending triangle, the bottom, or like pretty much the main zone of here, where it found a lot of resistance back in the summer. And as well, we found a lot of support even recently back on January 17th in that week surrounding January 17th. We have the moving averages here. This is all key right now. So if we want to remain healthy, we do have to see some movement soon. We've had a lot of consolidation over the past few days, a lot of downside. And guys, what do we say? When there's pumps, there's dumps, and when there's dumps, there's pumps. So with everything that's been going on, we could expect to see a move up soon, and that could play very nicely into this pattern as well as the break here. And guys, we want to actually, as we pointed out, look to Litecoin to see what it does here as well. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.